What did you see when you first went there? Did you see abject poverty, or did you see what they wanted you to see?
Nah, you won't see anything. You're gonna see what they show you. That's pretty much it. Like, so, when I landed.
Well, how did you get there? That's another question.
That's a whole. You want to hear that story?
Yeah,
It's
please.
pretty crazy.
That's why you're here. Let's do it.
All right, this is gonna be fun. Because this is not out there a lot. This is some. It's crazy. All right, so first step, I get contacted, welcoming me to coming to North Korea. Then they say, okay, you have to go to Beijing. And I just came back from Beijing because at this time now I'm pretty good. I'm training in China,
right.
And I just came back, and so you have to go back to Beijing to get your visa. And I said, okay, you know what? I'll go to Beijing to go get my visa. So anyway,
because you can't do it in the U.S.
No, only Beijing.
Wow.
Only Beijing. And so I go because that's the only place the North Korean embassy is in Beijing. So I go. I fly to Beijing. At this time, I've had this. Have you ever seen those one-wheel unicycle things?
Yeah.
You know who started that in this country, right?
No.
Me.
The one-wheel unicycle?
Yep.
You started it.
I'm the one who...
Fuck out of here.
I'm going to tell you how I started this. I brought 2 back from China before anyone even knew what a hoverboard was. Any of this stuff. This stuff didn't even exist in this country. Right. So I found 2 in China, and somehow I was able to get them back. I don't know how I was able to get it back, but I got lucky. I know why, too. I had very good status with an airline. I was like a global member. So, when you're like high status in the airline, they
what's that, like China Airlines or something?
No. I was United, and I brought two big.
Oh,
boxes.
like are you? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
2 big boxes of the wheel, and you know what? If you even Google this wheel, find any video that's earlier than mine's in this country, you won't find it. Mine is the earliest video. So I brought 2 back. Those became popular. So it's so long. It's the time is so long ago that I used to take my wheel, ride it in the airport, and ride it to my gate, pick it up, and check it in. No one can tell you that they've ever done that because they haven't been riding as long as I have. So I would carry this wheel everywhere I go in the world. It would go with me, just wheel. Get in the airport and ride it. So I brought this wheel with me back to China, and I went to go look for the embassy. And as I'm riding to the address that they give me, I can't find an entrance to the embassy. So I ride around the whole compound because this is the embassy because there's 2 soldiers standing.
Yeah, you don't
there.
look sketchy at all.
Yeah, so I'm riding around. I'm riding around the embassy looking for a door, right? And every embassy in the world has a glass door that says "Welcome." And what you do,
you sure about that?
I mean, possibly it should. I mean, everyone I've been to.
Yeah, I can think of a few that probably don't.
But you go inside,
right? Yeah,
right?
You
you know where you can go in.
Yes.
So I couldn't find a door to go in. There was a big metal door. It looked like something out of some crazy movie. There's a soldier who told me that I can't stand there, so I had to go across the street. So I go across the street, and I called the number that they gave me, right, the contact. And I say, hey, as soon as they say, hey, they go, oh, Mr. Green, how's this guy have the number and know it's me? I have no idea, right? And I say, yeah, it's me. He goes, hey, where are you? I said, I'm trying to get in, but I cannot find the entrance to get into the embassy. He goes, oh, don't worry, I'll be right out. So I'm standing across the street from the North Korean embassy, and this guy comes out. I see him coming out. He comes across the street. Hey, Mr. Green, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. How are you? Oh, man. He goes, welcome to coming to North Korea. They don't like to say North Korea, by the way.
They say DRPK? Or
DPRK.
DPRK.
Yeah, they believe.
Why do they do that?
Because they believe there's only one Korea. They don't believe in North and South. So it's democratic.
It's like the one China thing.
Yeah.
There's only one China.
Exactly,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
So he comes out and he goes, hi, thank you, blah, blah. He goes, I need your passport. I said, no, what do you mean you need my passport? He goes, yeah, I'm going to take your passport to go make the visa. I said, what do you mean? We're not going to go in? Oh, no. I will make the visa. I said, bro, I'm not giving you my passport. Are you crazy? And the reason why I didn't give you my passport is because I don't know if you know this, but if you lose your passport 2 times in 7 years in America, you will not get a passport from the country that you're in, right? So normally if you lose your passport, if you're in China, you go to American Embassy, they'll print you a passport, temporary one, and you can use it to get back. If you lose your passport like I did, twice. I'm speaking from experience. I've lost it twice because I didn't think a passport. I thought a passport was just a piece of paper. So I was just losing that shit. One time I lost it in New York, and the other time it got stolen in China. And the third time when I did lose it in China, they would not give me a passport. They said no. They said we can't issue a passport. It has to come from your government. So what they do is they're going to investigate the hell out of you to make sure you're not selling it. But luckily, I have a friend who has some friends in politics, and I was able to get my passport back. But that's another story. So anyway, I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to give this guy my passport because I don't know him.
You don't want to risk it.
Yeah, and what if I lose my passport again? Maybe I can never travel. I don't know what it was. So I was like, no, I'm not giving my passport because I can't afford to give it to you. I don't know you. And he was like, no, but this is how we do it. We take the passport, we go in, we come back, bring it back. So I took out my phone, took a picture of him. And the guy freaked out. I was like, what are you doing? I'm taking a picture of you. Why? Well, because if I'm giving you my passport, then this is a picture that I can show the authorities. This is who I gave my passport to in case I don't get it back. If you give me my passport, I'll delete the picture. And so then, so then he agreed. He took the passport. I got on my wheel, went and rode around, right? Got some food, came back. Now, I come back, call him, say, hey. He calls me. He says, "Oh, passport's visa's ready." So I come back to the same spot across the street. Now, picture this: you have a black dude, right, looking like me, with glasses on and maybe crazy hair, and you have this little Asian dude coming out. We're standing across the street from the North Korean embassy. He's handing me a passport, and I'm handing him cash. There's all kinds of wrong signals there. The dude's giving me a passport, right? Because I have to pay for the. Now I have to pay for the thing, and I'm giving him cash. And we exchange.
They don't take Visa.
No. Oh, that's a whole. Listen, that's another story. So now this part is done. I have to leave tomorrow because you make the visa today. You got to leave tomorrow, right?
To go to North Korea.
Yeah. It's the day before. So now, next day I have to go to the airport to fly to North Korea.
What do you fly on?
So what I did was I chose the North Korean airline.
Oh my God.
Because do you know North Korean airline has the number one
airplanes.
Yeah, listen, it's the worst rating of all airlines. Number one.
You don't say.
Is the North Korean.
I wonder why.
So
duct tape on the fucking wings.
So I wanted to get the full feel of what it was like to go to North Korea. So I could have took Air China, right? I could have took the Chinese airline, but I wanted to take North Korean. So it's called Air Koiro, right?
Air Koiro.
So now I have to go buy this ticket for the same minute I'm leaving. So I go to a smaller airport in Beijing, which I've never been to. This is like the kind of how we have. Actually, all our airports are major. Do we have a small airport in New York?
Maybe I know less. I might get yelled at for saying this, but you know how like Chicago has O'Hare and it's like the biggest airport ever. Yeah. But then they have like I think it's called Midway.
Okay, so let's say
Isn't that smaller?
Yeah, it's like Midway. So is there a smaller airport? I've never been there. No one speaks English in this airport. It's crazy. Like freaking. If you go to the international. Everyone speaks English, but this one, no one. So I'm trying to find the North Korean Airlines. No one knows what I'm talking about. I'm spending just too much time looking for this place. Can't find it. Mind you, it's actually inside. So you actually have to go into, like, past where all the, you have to go through immigration first. And then you get to the North Korean thing to buy the ticket. So it's not outside. It's actually inside. So I go inside. Finally find a place, and I say, hey, here's my visa. So they give you a visa, and it's a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper for a reason, so that they can take it back later. So it's a piece of paper, and I go, and I say, here's my visa. I want to buy the ticket to go to North Korea, and I give it to them, and then they told me it was like 300 something. And
they're looking at you like you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, they're kind of looking at you weird, and then I take out my card. And they go, oh, sorry, no card. What do you mean no card? It's like, oh, cash only. What? I said, I've traveled the entire world. I've never bought a ticket with cash in my life ever. Like, is that even
you're
legal?
in North Korea now, bitch.
So they're like, no, cash only. So now I got to go back out, go to the ATM, and take out $340 in RMB, which is Chinese money. So now I got to take a bunch of money out. My bank's like flipping out. What the hell's going on? This guy's like trying to what's going on with his account. And I go back and I pay them in cash, right? Now they give you a receipt that has a number on it. They didn't give me a boarding pass, right? So, oh, wait, even better. No boarding pass and no return ticket.
Oh, that's
how you like
promising.
that,
Yeah.
right? So I go.
I'm out at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gone. I'm on the first flight back to fucking New York.
Yeah. So I go to him. I says, "Where's the boarding pass?" Oh, you don't need it.
No boarding.
Someone's gonna take you to your seat,
Huh.
right? So someone will escort you. And I said, "Okay, how about when I want to come back?" And they said, "Oh, it's okay.
You're not coming back."
So they said your guide. And I didn't know what I knew what a guide was. A guide was someone who's gonna, kind of like help you. It's like your babysitter.
You knew what it was?
I knew what it was.
Okay.
It's like your babysitter.
So when you get there, you have one.
You have a guide, yeah. And they said your guide, when you're ready to come back, you tell your guide will make the ticket. Well, actually make the reservation.
So anytime a non-North Korean comes into the country, they have a guide.
Yeah, you have a guide. That person is your babysitter. You cannot go anywhere, do anything without that person. That person will escort you to where you need to go, take you to where you need to go. And
God damn.
And that's the person that's going to report back to the government.
Right.
Each person that is a guide is the elite, and they work directly for the government. So everything you say, they're going back.
Goes to the government.
So that's why I say you have to be very careful what you say, because it will go back.
Thank you for watching the video, guys. Please hit that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.